The Aqua Initiative is a student-run charitable organisation that was founded in 2008, and our goals are to raise awareness and to raise funds for the world water crisis. Throughout the year we organise a number of events in our host school, Dubai International Academy, such as World Water Day, where we hold presentations as well as a big carnival, and the money that we raise from these events goes to charities around the world to try and help people without clean water or access to improved, satisfactory sanitational facilities. Well, for me, the project started as just a typical school project. We were asked to do something that would help people either within the community of Dubai or within the United Arab Emirates, or perhaps even the world. And at 14 years old in 2008, I decided to be ambitious and decided to try and help the world. So the initial plan was for me to raise money through little events at school to try and build just one pump somewhere in Africa to help people without clean water. But when I started researching the cause and I started getting into it and seeing pictures and videos of facts about the issue that the world was facing, I became so heavily emotional about it that I decided to really take action and to take this to a much higher level. So it became much more than a school project to me. And that's when I held the first ever World Water Day at my school. I tried to raise money, but at first I just had a presentation to the entire secondary school. And it was a major achievement for me just at 14. And it got other people involved. I spoke about the issue, I spoke about how they could help. And from that day, it started to become a lot more than just a school project, and it became a much bigger activity for me. Well, it was after the presentation that I first gave in 2009, I think it was, that a student who was in the year above me called Amangos came up to me, and he'd done something like that for another school project of his. He'd went to Ethiopia and taken pictures of the world water crisis and had taken it back and tried to raise money. And we both had similar ideas, and he approached me after the presentation and said that he was interested in working with me together for this same project. And after that, I think that was late 2009, early 2010, we formed the Aqua Initiative. We came up with the name ourselves and we met together, and in the months that followed we worked so hard. We worked with the school, we spoke to companies outside of Dubai, we made contacts, we organised so many different events and activities, and by the time it came to March 2010, we'd put together the first major World Water Day. We did another presentation like the one I'd done the year before. We got guest speakers in, and we got other students involved to help out as well. And then in April, after so many months of planning, getting sponsorship, organising companies, we held the first ever World Water Day Carnival at Dubai International Academy. After we raised money from all the events that we organise, we tried to distribute the money that we've raised to lots of different organisations around the world. Now, we like to donate some to some of the bigger organisations like WaterAid, but the issue there we have is that sometimes the money gets lost within the entire organisation, and it's harder to pinpoint where exactly it's going. So we also donate to smaller charities that aren't very well known. We've supported the Women's Interlink Foundation in India, where we donate money to them, and although they don't have a lot of technology and they can't send pictures and things like that, but you know that it's going to a good cause and they desperately need it more than the bigger charities do. And then we also donate to online distributors of money who put that into other charities as well, where it's 100% going to different charities. And quite recently, in 2011, we contributed to a project in Rwanda. A pump had been started to be built, but they didn't have the money to finish it off, and we contributed there, and the pump was completed later in 2011. And now there's 100 people in Rwanda, a whole village that has clean fresh water running thanks to our contribution there. For the coming years, we are once again growing. We're still holding World Water Day. For 2012, I've organised Thursday the 1st of March, Dubai International Academy is celebrating World Water Day. So once again, there'll be another presentation. We'll educate the students about the issues. We'll demonstrate how we're going to help, what the Aqua Initiative does. And then in the evening on that Thursday, we have another grand carnival, World Water Day Carnival from 2:30 to 7. And we have a lot more activities than we've had the year before. We'll have bouncy castles and slide and gladiator rings and bungee trampolines, and there'll be activities for younger children as well as the older children. And students have the opportunity to get involved with things like the stalls and running activities, and they're also getting other students involved in organising their own miniature events for the carnival itself, such as the concert going on from 5 till 7. And it'll be a much bigger event. We're getting bigger sponsors such as the Wild Wadi Raffle, which is one of the biggest water parks in Dubai, and we're just trying to make the event as big as possible. We're raising awareness in schools around Dubai. We've got press coverage, trying to get our name out there, and really just trying to make a bigger difference as possible. I guess you just can't help but want to help people when you learn that a child dies every 22nd from a water-related disease, or that more children have died because of water than they have from any war. That it's such a big issue, but it's so preventable. If you just have these resources and materials and finance to have the facilities, then there's so many lives that could be saved. And I think if more people just got on board with this, supported things like the Aqua Initiative and other charities, then we could really make the world a better place. And that's what I'm passionate about, and that's what I'm dedicating my time to. More about the people and about what it means, and what it means to the world in general, less about just one village, but what it means to the entire world and the whole of humanity, because we are just one race, we're humans. And I really do want to help, and that's why I've started this Aqua Initiative, and that's why I'm so passionate for it to grow and to become a big success. I guess my message to the people is just to try and support and to try and get involved. If you live in Dubai or in one of a Western country, we all live such luxurious lifestyles, and we don't need all the money that we have, or at least some of it we can donate. So even if it's just reading a website, the Aqua Initiative website or the Facebook page or the YouTube page, to try and learn more and get involved and encourage people to take action. Because it can't just be one person who's taking action to try and save it. It's got to be all of us. So if you really want to make a difference to the world, if you want to try and help people, then support the Aqua Initiative and other projects, and try and get involved today. Donate today, or just learn more today. Because in the end, it will all matter, and it will all go to save a life somewhere around the world.